Let's talk recruiting. Big recruiting weekend. We kind of hinted towards it, but now noise is just picking up, and I've got to talk all about it. But before that, we got a new segment. Here we go. Flip watch. I didn't think we'd be in this predicament. I mean, I'm not trying to blow smoke. I'm not trying to create clicks. I don't know if On 3 is. I don't know what's going on, right? But somebody is trying to fire somebody up. And, you know, they're talking about it, and I know why they're talking about it. Charles Lessig really started the rotation here when he came out and said, I'm only really talking to Florida. I'm committed to FSU. He's been committed to FSU for quite some time now. It's been like a silent commit since 1995, right? And now he comes out and says, you know, I've been heavily communicating with them, like low key. Now, remember this, okay? Remember this. He was committed early on to Florida. He was heavily in Florida. I thought he was a lock. I remember talking like early in 2024 that Charles Lessig was dialed in, okay? And then obviously things flipped completely, ended up committed to FSU, is what it is. Goes and visits Charlotte. Weird, out of nowhere. I was shocked when it happened. Didn't make any sense. Stood up, stayed late, hung out, spoke with Coach Napier, Corey Raymond, etc. He's planning on having an official visit, I think in November or December, which is right before National Signing Day. And now, again, he comes out and makes this comment. Is it just talk? I don't know. I want to believe that it is, right? It feels like it's a game because of how long he's been committed to FSU. But maybe things are falling off because KJ Bolden went and visited Georgia, and I'm not trying to stir anything up here because I know our FSU guys, Holly, he talks with a few FSU guys. They feel very confident in these young men. They're very confident in getting other players. So this is all just speculation, like genuinely speculation. But just like Connor Clark says, nothing is a lock, so anything can happen. So I'm going to talk about it. Jameer Grimsley, obviously another one that Connor Clark has been heavily, every time he comes on the show, he reminds us that, hey, Jameer is somebody that we're heavily looking at as well. Cornerback, 4-star cornerback, who has committed to Alabama. So we'll see how that plays out. And DeAndre Robinson, another big one here. I talked about this on the show the other day. He said, my little brother actually sent it to me, that, look, Florida is still heavily pursuing DeAndre Robinson. And I don't know if I said this, but I don't know who watched it. When I was doing the watch party, I had a graphic and everything prepared for DeAndre Robinson commit to Florida. That was the noise from the Florida camp. That's how confident we felt. I got a little stomachache on the day of the show, and I texted Dave, and I go, I don't feel good about this. Because usually we kind of hear like noise and tidbits, things lining up. Something didn't feel right. And then obviously he ended up committing to Texas. Now, that doesn't mean Florida hasn't stopped, and they've always kind of been adamant when they want somebody, they don't care about the noise, etc. So they've continued to pursue that. How that will play out, I don't know, right? Texas is a big powerhouse right now. Jarrett Gibson's another one. I don't feel Jarrett Gibson is going to be a thing, but those two guys both being committed to Texas is going to be tough to pull from Texas. Texas, whether you want to believe it or not, boys and girls, they are humming, and they are finding themselves. I was thinking about it today. They could really be transitioning to the Texas of old, right, and just really becoming a powerhouse because now being in the SEC, they are the trifecta. They've got the money, they've got the brand, and now they've got the conference. They've got everything you could ask for if you're Texas. That's a scary combination to have. And with the era that we're in with the NIL and with Arch Manning, they are lined up with talent there right now. So if we're able to flip one from Texas, that's a massive pull. That's a huge compliment to Billy and the boys that have been recruiting. Look, I think what the defense has been able to do thus far with the young talent is definitely appealing to these guys. I don't think you could turn away to that and say, yeah, they are top 10 in the country, top 5 in the country right now with a very young team. So I think that's speaking volumes to how effective the D-line has been, how effective Jordan Castell's safety has been, how effective these cornerbacks have been, and the fact that Jakeem Jackson, a true freshman, has came out and has been effective, right, and is playing. These guys are going to see that and be like, yeah, that's something that I'm interested in. So, look, keep an eye out, and this is a good place to be. I know some of you may be frustrated because I see you guys in my comments like it's a waste of time. We are exactly where we wanted to be. We wanted to be here at the end of the year where we could flirt around with the hot chick at the table. We know that our chances aren't that great, but I'm so confident in my ability that I don't care if I get turned down, right? I'm going to go hit on the hottest girl in the room, And these are the hottest girls in the room right now. And I'm going to go out there and flirt and hit on all of them and hope for the love of God that one of them says yes. And that's because I've got everything else that I need. Just got to get a few little pieces to pick up here and there. So before anybody comes in the comments saying, this is a waste of time, quit wasting your breath. No, because this is where we want to be. This is exciting. This is great that we're able to talk about possibly flipping one of these massive whales, right? Including Jeremiah Smith, which is one I've really have given up hope. But he even said after his visit, really had a good time. They're in a much better place than before. I've heard that every single time now, so I don't know exactly what that means. I even read, I think it was from Keith Napier, I believe, said that he spoke with Brandon Seiler after the fact. Love the fact that we have these old Gators getting more involved, bringing back that culture, talking to them about what it is to be a Gator and the life after a Gator. So all these things are just fantastic things and moving in the right direction. Jer, shoot your shot, Sheldon. That's what I'm saying, baby. You got to shoot your shot. You got to go get it. Over 300 people in here. Make sure you guys drop a like and show some love. Give me Mincy and McCray, and I'll have no complaints. Mincy, apparently, according to On3's top 10 safety rankings, is now number 2 behind KJ Bolden. And Xavier, which was number 2, has dropped down to like 6. So that told me that Zay is more than likely not coming to Florida, given the fact that he had moved up to the second slot when I saw that today from On3's reporting news. So shooters got to shoot, I guess. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. So, shoot or shoot, baby. Shoot or shoot. I don't want to flirt with a whale. That's my bad. Well, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that segment of Flip Watch Recruiting News.